Hello there, I'm here in Australia, in South Australia to be a bit more accurate. South Australia being the third largest state in Australia, behind Western Australia and Queensland of course. And I'm here in Adelaide, the capital of South Australia. I've just arrived here on North Terrace, which is the cultural boulevard of Adelaide. And it's about 11 o'clock in the morning, beautiful blue skies, about 24 degrees, so beautiful fresh air, no pollution. Very, very nice. It's consistently been in the top 10 of the most livable cities in the world for a long time. So I'm going to go for a quick walk along the boulevard here and give you a bit of information on it. Adelaide was founded in 1836, so it makes it 188 years old now. And it's a city of approximately 1.5 million people. It's known for its grid-like pattern of the centre of the city. Everything runs in symmetrical squares, so it's easy to get around. It's very hard to get lost because all the roads are straight and they all end up in symmetrical pattern. It's the only Australian city that was freely settled by British people, and that means that the people who came to Adelaide in 1836 and beyond were free citizens. They brought their own money, they set up their own businesses, and they went about their life like that. Whereas the other cities of Australia, they were set up by convicts who were sent to Australia. And that's the origins of that. But yeah, people in Adelaide, it's generally accepted they speak with a bit more of a British accent. That's been pretty common over the years. I'm walking past the universities. The University of Adelaide is the biggest. There's the University of South Australia and Flinders University. And there's approximately 55,000 international students come to Adelaide each year to do their tertiary studies. Beautiful sandstone buildings like the one in front of us. Lots of gardens, greenery around. These universities are right smack in the middle of the city, so it's fantastic for students if they want to get accommodation in the city, then walk to class. Adelaide's known for its churches. There's many churches around the metropolitan area, plus colonial style buildings mixed in with modern buildings. So we're still on North Terrace Boulevard here. Lots of sandstone buildings, character sandstone and bluestone buildings. Beautiful sandstone building in front. South Australian Art Gallery in front. But as I said, the University of Adelaide and the University of South Australia take up a lot of the real estate along here. The Art Gallery of South Australia there. The city has a lot of these apartment buildings which are designed for international students. Very close, within walking distance, just cross the road and you get to the universities here. Is the South Australia Museum. Across the road there is an old heritage sandstone building. And that's what they do. They keep the heritage buildings in the front and they build at the rear. So that would be heritage listed, conservation. Can't knock that down, so they build a big apartment block or a university building at the rear of the front facade. The State Library of South Australia. We're just out the front of Government House, which is a building over this wall here. It's hard to get a good picture of it, but it's a massive piece of land right in the middle of the city. Got a big stone wall surrounding it. So that's a look at Adelaide's architecture. A lot of colonial style buildings. The House of Parliament in South Australia, where the government resides here. And over here, the sandstone building is the old government house. This is the railway station. I'm not sure how old that is, but that's Sky City, a casino here. So it's got a mixture of the old bluestone with the new building. It's Flinders University. If you've ever watched a sporting event at night and you see the television cameras span to this, it's St Peter's Cathedral. Only a short distance, probably about 200 metres from Adelaide Oval. And at night, it gets lit up. And I don't think it looks that good with the sun on this, but I'll see if I can go around and get out of the shade. But at night time they light it up, and it's always on nighttime events televised around the world or throughout Australia. Looks like there's an event going on there, the priests are there. Yeah, so I've just been through Adelaide Oval, just been over to see St Peter's Cathedral. Now walking back towards the city on King William Road. Which is a main road coming from the north, heads south through the city. But yeah, so Adelaide, South Australia, it's now March. Adelaide will have hot weather from November through to March. It can be 5 months. You can have days of 38, 40 degrees in November. You can have days of 38, 40 degrees in March. Not every year, because summer here in the Southern Hemisphere is traditionally December, January, February. But Adelaide can have hot weather in November and March. In fact, March has been hot. So it's very dry, virtually no rain in summertime here. It's a Mediterranean climate. Winter, June, July, August. Adelaide will have generally about 8 weeks of, cold. By Australian standards cold, but not by Northern Hemisphere standards, but it'll be about 8 weeks of, poor weather. Last 2 weeks of June, July, first 2 weeks of August can be pretty miserable by Australian standards, you know what I mean? It's not like you see in many other countries where it'll get minus 30 degrees. But basically, yeah, Mediterranean climate, similar to Greece and Italy, and yeah, it's pretty easy going. We're here at Anzac Centenary Memorial Walk. So as you can see, that's the layout of Adelaide CBD. Everything's symmetrical squares with 4 parks in the CBD area. You walked over here, that's King William, the bridge, Adelaide Oval where I went, was there, North Adelaide's here. So it's a very easy city to get around. We're back on the western side here of the university precinct, which is a massive area. The universities take up an enormous amount of land here in Adelaide. So I'm at the rear of the university grounds here. I was over the other side, which is North Terrace, and now I'm over the back of the grounds, the university grounds, which back onto the River Torrens, which is here. So it's a beautiful area here. A lot of the students will come out, walk across the bridge to the parklands, or sit down here by the riverside. That's a nice area, very nice. This is the South Parklands in Adelaide, South Australia, just on the edge of the city CBD. As I said previously, I'm right in the centre of the city here, called Victoria Square. And as I said, Adelaide, capital of South Australia, is a city of approximately 1.5 million people. It's virtually a city-state because the vast majority of South Australians live in the city of Adelaide. There are regional cities, north and south. However, they've got smaller populations, and most people live in the capital city of Adelaide. So this area here, called Victoria Square, right in the centre of the city, you've got the major hotels there: Marriott, the Hilton Hotel. The founding, as I said earlier, the founding date for Adelaide was 1836. And here's the English heritage of Adelaide. There's Queen Victoria, presented in 1894. So yeah, a lot of the suburbs, a lot of the street names around Adelaide come from the English, British background. Whilst we're talking about explorers, which we weren't, but here he is, John McDowell Stewart, explorer, Adelaide to the Indian Ocean in 1861-62. He sits proudly in Victoria Square. This is conservation, preservation, or whatever you want to call it, at its greatest. This is a magnificent sandstone, bluestone building right here on the edge of Light Square, or Victoria Square, sorry, in Adelaide. Beautiful old building. So that's been fully restored, and of course what you get is the modern at the back. So Adelaide's got a lot of that character. Churches have been kept and a modern building built alongside of it. I'm just looking across the road at the Adelaide Hotel here. Beautiful old building, colonial style, solid plastering, coins on the side, beautiful ornate window bands. Yeah, very attractive building, very attractive. So I've found the centre of the city, Rundle Mall. Rundle Mall, the shopping precinct. Yeah, it's all the major clothing chains, all the major jewellery shops. Rundle Mall, open air mall, closed off to traffic. Today's a beautiful day, about 24 degrees here. Very beautiful, like a spring day, but we're in March. March, the weather's beautiful. Yeah, there's no restaurants, just all retail shopping.
Kelly, Ryan. Oh, Kelly. Kelly, don't treat him like a stranger.
Just all retail shopping here. I don't know how these got loose. Yeah, that's an interesting customers we just walked past there. Rundle Mall Plaza. Venturing down a little laneway right just off of Hindley Street. And there we have it, the Pancake Kitchen. Madame Josephine. Beautiful. The old Adelaide buildings here, bluestone. sandstone. That one there looks like a hotel, but it looks like it's finished. Lunch trade. Then you have the modern building one side of it. And then what have we got there? Quiltola. Looks like a bar. So that's Adelaide railway station there, right in the heart of the city. And there's the tram stop, Adelaide railway station. And that will take you down North Terrace and then turn right up here and take you to Glenelg, which is on the beachfront. I've just entered Adelaide Botanic Gardens, right in the middle of the city almost. Very, very handy if you're coming to Adelaide. It's just get off the tram in North Terrace, walk across the road and you've got the Botanic Gardens. Beautiful. It looks very nice too, beautifully manicured, lovely old buildings. I don't know what's in there. If you like the water lilies. I'm just entering Australian forest here, still in the Botanic Gardens. And there's this boulevard of very old trees. I'm just trying to find out how old they are, because they're massive. Yes, what we have here is a Moreton Bay planted in 1866. And there's about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, it looks like there's about 14 planted here. Yeah, very impressive. If you're coming to the Adelaide Botanic Gardens, there's dining facilities, there's a few restaurants around, I noticed. There's a cafeteria down there where they're serving coffee, tea, light snacks. Yeah, so it's well worth a trip here. It's a fabulous place. So that's North Terrace, Adelaide, where there's a lot of these older buildings which have been fully restored. There's quite a stream of them all down the road here. And then on the other side of the road is, you know, the ultra-modern apartment towers. So there's a blending of everything here in Adelaide. And by world standards, it's an exceptionally clean city. When you walk around, this is the main boulevard of the city, and it's exceptionally clean. So that's good to see. Are there any Freemasons watching? Because that's the Freemasons Lodge here in Adelaide, South Australia. Colonial style building, beautifully kept, right here in the middle of the city. Hello, I'm just currently walking just outside the CBD of the city of Adelaide through a green belt, because Adelaide of course is a very unique city where it has parklands completely surrounding the CBD central business district. East, west, north and south you'll see green ovals, parklands, providing a lot of areas for sport, etc., which we're seeing in front of us there. And it's yeah, it's unique. It's one of the few cities in the world where you'll see a green belt right around the city, and then past the green belt that normally starts the residential areas. This particular area is North Adelaide, which is only probably about a kilometre, if that, from the city centre. So yeah, it's a fantastic advantage to have this sort of facility for a city of Adelaide's size. I'm still walking on my way into the CBD, and this is only on the north side of the city, probably only half a kilometre from the CBD, but beautiful. It's called the River Torrens here. Green parklands both sides of the river, and very attractive. Beautifully kept. Yes, well, I'm still in Adelaide. I've come down to the suburb of Glenelg, which is on the foreshore, about 10 k's out of this Adelaide CBD. Beautiful beach and tourist resort area with a lot of green parks, apartment buildings, etc. But yeah, very nice part of Adelaide, one of the suburbs, the beachfront suburb of Adelaide. Yeah, beautiful sand. As I said, it's about 24, 25 degrees today. Not too many people swimming. Over there's the tram, which comes from the Adelaide city centre. The tram comes down to the beach here. Nice little outdoor bar on the beach there. Yeah, so the foreshore of Adelaide stretches about 30 kilometres along the beachfront here. So Adelaide, South Australia's got a lot of coastal suburbs. Stretches right down north, down about 15 kilometres that way. So it's fantastic to have a city so close to the beach. Lots of hotels and restaurants down at Glenelg here. These massive pine trees are along this reserve here called Collie Reserve. And they provide a windbreak for these apartments. So there it is, my video on Adelaide, South Australia. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you, I'm relatively new to YouTube, so if you do get any satisfaction out of my videos or you enjoy watching them, the one thing I've noticed is that you don't get a lot of subscribers for the number of people who view. So yeah, I'd appreciate it if you do subscribe. It'd give me something to work on and give me some sort of base on how I'm going with YouTube. So thanks for watching, and I'll get on to some more videos in the near future. Thank you.